donated the Leopard, and then of course we sent it to the Remy and they cut it.
They're the same guys that did the Centurion and Bobbyton?
Yeah, might have done. I'm not 100%. But of course, you can look at the different armour thicknesses and then do that whole bit of sloped armour.
Yeah.
It's very good for when you talk to the T-34 and the T-34-76, and then you've got the T-34-85, and the fact that the turret ring constricts you when you've got a more powerful gun. So with this, you can see exactly how much the recoil is going to be, and the turret ring.
Which what I like about them is also shows how about the gun depression problem.
Absolutely. So when you've got something like the Centurion, which can depress quite a lot, and then sitting there, T62, which we keep because it's the first example we've got of ERA, and the depression that can do, which is next to nothing. My personal favourite is the hatch.
Oh yeah.
So of course you've got the hatch, but it doesn't open like anyone else's hatch.
Yes.
So
and it rotates.
you go up, and I can't remember how. Oh yeah, you go up. That's it, and then you can rotate it. Now the reason for that is that one of the advisors on the design of the tank was Otto Carius.
Okay.
So Otto Carius was the last German Panzer ace from World War II. He came and gave us a lecture at the Military Society. So, tank battle badge in silver, 200 confirmed kills with his tank. Wound badge in gold, wounded 5 times in combat, sufficiently seriously to require hospitalisation. And Knight's Cross and Oak Leaves, him and the corporal, I can't remember the name of the corporal, they defeated a Russian brigade attack by taking out the lead battalion. They destroyed 46 tanks, including a JS2, in under an hour with 2 Tigers. So always good to learn from the best. So he came over, gave us a talk, really nice guy. And one of the really useful things for me, because I'm the directing staff for simulation and modelling, so I teach simulation, and people go, oh yeah, computer games, that's for young people. Well, we got Otto Carius down for the weekend, and on the Saturday he came into the lab, sat him down, pulled up a computer game, and I'm thinking, because he didn't speak English, how do I explain this? Because, you know, computers were just being thought of. Alan Turing, at the time when he won his Knight's Cross, and I got to explain it in simple terms through the interpreter. And I'm thinking about this, and a target popped up on the screen. Click bang. And it's like, okay, he might have been 86, but nobody needed to explain.
I mean, you only stuffed it, what, 3 years ago?
2014, and it's that thing, it's imagination, understanding what you're trying to achieve. And the thing I like is if you look across at the T-34, you see the hatches up. And if you're in a hold down position or near a crest, Otto Carius used to refer to them as Mickey Mouse's ears.
Oh, he wasn't the only one.
And they really gave the position away. So when he was looking at the design of this, he wanted to have this hatch. But of course, little details, tiny details like that.
Well, it's the same though. I mean, if you look at the hatch, the Panther also goes up to an umbrella and then swings out, but it's a lot longer to take up. So I don't know if you've seen my oh bugger, the tank is on fire drills.
Oh no.
So so I get into a tank, oh bugger, the tank is on fire drill, start the stopwatch, and see how long it takes me to get out.
Sure.
And for the Panther, and they're going crank, crank, crank.
Oh, of course. No, that's right.
And then you can swing it round.
Sure.
Whereas, you know,
but you've got the hatch in the back of the turret.
Well, you do, but it's on the other side. You got to get round.
And you're a big guy. You get out in about 3 seconds.
Well, it depends. The way people keep complaining about, it's not a fair test because I'm really tall. So look, if I can get out of a Sherman in 5 seconds flat, and it takes me 35 to get out of a T-34.
Sure.
If you're a smaller person, you'll get out of the Sherman in 3 seconds flat, and a T-34 in 20 seconds. So it's still a balance, I think.
But I think it's little things like this which the real combat experience guys had, and nobody pays any attention to nowadays. And I don't know, there are some good things on this. But of course we've now got vision blocks, we've got cameras, and when you look at some of the advanced cameras, you've got the idea that you can stick the driver in, give him a virtual reality headset, put loads of cameras around, and then with smart software, the driver now has a tank that's invisible. So he can look in all directions and see through the edge of the tank. It then has a wire frame to show where the tank is. And I've seen videos of the Danish driving within an inch of stuff at quite good speed. Yeah. And it's like, oh, that looks incredibly good, but how can you brain stand it?
I've had discussions with BAE designers on some of their answers to technology.
Sure.
I'm old-fashioned. I get it. I may just be a reactionary. Yeah. But I very much trust the Mark 1 eyeball. Yep. It's got, oh no, you don't need to look your head at the hatch. No, yes I do, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, we teach simulation and modelling here, and that's my job, but there is this difficulty in that you can do anything with technology, absolutely anything. But what we've got to do is what's the most effective for the amount of money we've got. Yeah. And some of the things that people can do, they want to do because, it's cool. Sexy. Yeah, absolutely. And we're getting a driver trainer for the Ajax. Okay. And that involves a motion platform.
Yeah, I know. I train on one for the Abrams.
Yeah, and that's incredibly sexy, and it makes the drivers feel good. But there's no evidence that having a motion platform offers you any advantage over having exactly the same cockpit, but stationary. Absolutely right. And the cost between the two is between 10 and 100 times more expensive. So, it's the difference between having one in every unit so that everybody can practice with it, and only having a few, and then you've got to queue up.
Yeah, we just had them in basic. Outside of that, you just ran the tank, because you have to run the tank a certain amount of miles every year anyway, otherwise you don't get the budget.
Yeah. But of course the other way around it is you have the really expensive simulators when people have earned the right to use them, because of course you need to understand it all.